And here we go, folks. Okay, and welcome to East 2 proper. We are now actually in the land of East, as Lilia said. Once again, we have been injured by travel. And by the way, Lilia is actually one of the characters that used to have red hair before the great purge of 1998, which left Adol the only character standing with red hair. In case the first thing you might notice is that all of the gold we collected last game is gone. And that's not the only thing that's gone. Okay, Benoa is Lilia's mother, and she'll give us the exposition. Yeah, there is that one guy. So, it's a land full of demons, like the last place we were. We got nothing more to say to you. Okay. Oh dear. Yeah, according to the turbo version, Lilia has about 3 months to live. So, that's quite a fever. And there's the hype tree. Wait, that's about when the demons started showing up in Asteria. Haha. Leather armor is just not buff enough for this adventure. Okay, here. Oh, bad stuff. Yeah, guess who's going to be sent on this quest too? The add-all answer is always yes. Oh, thanks. You should be glad I'm a nice enough guy to not turn over your apples over there. By the way, he's not lying. That is not much. It won't even cover our, all of our Tier 1 equipment. The books? Oh yeah. We carried over none of our equipment, and none of our items except for the 6 books of Ys. Apparently you had to check everything at security or something, I don't know. So all we're going to buy this time around, well, starting out is the shield. We won't even buy a sword because we can get a free one in this game too. In case Guido won't actually have any better armor for us until we get him a chunk of iron ore, and there's some of that in the mine just behind a boss. the stone tablet is one of the things we can actually get fairly easily in East 2. I would get used to that. Okay. Oh. Oh yeah, speaking of that, that scene, in the beginning, at the Statue of the Goddesses with Fina and Rhea, that's not actually in there the first time you play through the game. You see, there are a bunch of extra scenes in East 2 that only appear after you've beaten the game, and the number of these extra scenes that appear depend on which difficulty you've beaten the game at. There are 4 extra scenes in total, each one corresponding to a difficulty level, and 3 of them are actually worth it. So I actually beat the game on hard earlier to unlock all of those extra scenes for this playthrough. A bell to keep them out? Well, maybe you could talk to some guy in Zepik. Oh right, you're in the sky! A trite saying, but Lilia's heart is in the right place because apples are healing items. They can also be used as gifts, but I'll be getting into that later. Okay, we're just gonna poke around, and that's the way to the ruins where we don't want to be quite yet. The first thing we have to do in East 2 is steal some apples. This scene with Lilia is actually fairly easy to miss because there's actually no reason at all to ever go up here aside for this scene. Solomon Shrine is the ultimate objective of East 2, and we'll be getting there eventually. That's gonna take a while. A very painful, fairly long while. East 2 is a much bigger game than East 1 was. And that's actually another hint from Lilia, because Marla Flowers will restore your MP. Yeah, we got magic. You know, see the second bar below Adol's health? Now we start poking around here. That little reminder is in case you decide to play East 2 first for some weird, dumb reason. There's absolutely no reason to do that, and it's very not recommended by me and anyone else who's ever played these games. Maybe? Okay, the reason that equipment seems to be much less powerful than, Ooh, hey, giant rockman. I've beaten bigger rocks than you. Well, that didn't work out at all. So anyway, the reason equipment seems to be a fair bit less powerful, and this is not only because this is a longer game with about 6 tiers of equipment. The second is that the level cap is much higher. There's a level cap of about 55, and we'll be probably fighting the final boss at around level 53. So stat increments from levels are a fair bit lower. And monsters actually remain dangerous for a fair deal longer than they do in East 1. Anyways, the Rhoda fruit we picked up is an item that restores all of our HP in one go. However, we can only carry one of them, and we actually need to save that one for a quest event. And there's the Ancient Tablet. This allows us to open the doors in the sacred sanctuaries of Toll. And since I've gained a couple levels, we'll just be poking around there right now. Can't be too bad. So our two objectives are to discover the mysteries of ancient East by returning the books to the sanctuaries, and to cure a sick little girl. Both of these are equally vitally important to the quest. Okay, we can't really do much about the monsters here, but there's something we can do. You see, the thing about East 1 and 2 is that according to Falcom, the guiding theme of the creation of these games was kindness. These games were about Adol helping people with whatever, even if it wasn't part of his epic quest or so on. Also, Adol watches in amazement as the book floats up from his hand. Also, these statues restore all of your life and MP. There's also a Easter egg in this game, in this soundtrack. Well, the Chronicles version of this soundtrack. Okay, that bit near the end where it actually switched, well, seemed to switch to a different track. That is a different track, and it's called Guidance of the White Tower, and it was the title menu theme in Ys Origin. That piece only appears in the Chronicles version of the Rest in Peace track. Anyway, we've done some grinding to be actually ready for the next leg of the game. So the first thing we need is actual armor. This way we won't die as quickly, and we will be dying at least once, or a half dozen times. The dungeons in this game are extremely unfriendly, more so even than the ones in East 1. There is one major bit of business I needed to take care of, and grinding up those levels was the only real way to get it done, because I can't afford any good weapons. I need to be this strong to destroy the Rockmen. Granted, it's a little slow going compared to some of the other monsters in the ruins. Now we'll just see what this does. Okay. Sure. Okay, we now have MP but no spells. We cannot defeat the next dungeon without having magic. It is literally impossible to do so. You know, I'll just kill another couple of these for the road. But anyways, next time on East 1 and 2, we'll actually be moving forward and hopefully accomplishing things, assuming I don't die entirely too much. It'll just be saving right over there. And I will be seeing you next time when we go through the Lost Caverns of Rustini.